was told the end was near, but faith erased the grip of fear. A vision came, a light so clear, his mission now for all to hear.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Phee Smee Show with Manly Mark. Take over my microphone.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the Phee Smee Show with Manly Mark.
Now it is, because it was not plugged in all the way at the back. Yes, welcome to the Phee Smee Show. Well, Phee, don't let me interrupt your intro. Go ahead.
Well, my goodness gracious, we got the mics working. Hadn't had any technical difficulties here for right at 48 hours now.
Yeah, well, and it was quick, literally just...
That's not a technical difficulty. That's an operator error.
It was, because I just got the set up and didn't push it in far enough.
News is going crazy today between your little Epstein files, between the Russian probe with Obama. They're coming after him.
I tell you.
If you don't tune in to Midday Madness with Manly Mark at 12 noon, he just is a little ahead of the curve.
Well, it is interesting. I was talking about it yesterday, and then all of a sudden, here it is, the documents being dropped. But, everyone else was talking about it too. Trump himself was. So can we really be surprised that it is dropping? Now, granted, I don't know how many folks were, talking about it the way I was. But,
No.
But that's beside the point.
You've got a lot of folks on a lot of different sides laying in the weeds, but everybody's running for cover.
Oh yeah. I just and like I said yesterday on my podcast, it'll be interesting to see how much fallout will come if there actually are arrests made on high-profile people. Because then the Democrats are going to get their constituents to, burn down the cities like during George Floyd. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. The civil unrest is coming. I've seen it.
Or some people suggest that they'll create wars or financial distress to distract from it. And some people even suggest the Epstein stuff is they don't want to release all the files because it'll really affect the financial markets.
Yes.
But I don't know.
Well, the financial markets, they have, they have recovered from what I told them in November, that there would be some correction in the market.
Yes.
And I believe you're going to find, as these events continue, the market is a really, really volatile place to be.
Sure.
So I've told people since last November of 2024 that go ahead and put your money on the sidelines or buy gold, any type of precious metals.
Yeah, gold is good.
And, if the stock market's up 15-20% this year, just take that loss and keep what you got.
Sure.
See, a lot of these people spend 30 and 40 years accumulating enough wealth to where they can retire and live a comfortable life.
Well, you can't blame them.
And then you get 45, 55, 60 years old, and your $1 million 401k ends up being $300,000
Okay, bad
or
time.
$500,000.
Yeah, okay, bad time.
And then all of a sudden now, I can't retire, and I'm 60 years old.
Well, you're greeting
So
Walmart
once
greeter.
you get to that goal,
then
you adjust your investment strategies for where you are in that time period of your life.
Okay.
So you don't you don't go in a high risk market in a number one, a year to where number one, tariffs.
You're right.
Because the markets don't know how to play
Sure.
with that, or how it's going to affect 18 months from now.
Yeah.
Remember, the markets are basically they're an illusion. They're a perception play.
Yeah.
They're the bookie.
Yeah.
And whoever buys, somebody's selling. Whoever sells, somebody's buying. They're the house. They're making the money on both sides.
Right.
But what you'll find in these volatile situations is one day, one attack.
Okay.
And then if one attack becomes a series of attacks,
Okay.
or a series of attacks becomes a conflict or a war,
Sure.
then the stock market's going to go down tremendously. And you can't ever the people who can time the market like that don't have inside information.
Oh yeah.
They're brilliant.
Well.
Or they're lucky. One of the two.
Well,
I can give you the long-term trend, but I can't tell you the day it's going to happen.
sure. Well, and there's I should have remembered this guy's name, but I was listening to an interview the other day, and he supposedly predicted all these things, right, with some computer model. And like something that he was telling a story that like Lebanon, some bank in Lebanon or the government in Lebanon wanted him to come use his computer model on them. I don't know if this was the 80s or 90s. And he said, "Oh, sure," and said that he ran the model and said, "Oh, your country is going to collapse in 7 days," or something. And he thought, "Well, something must be wrong." But he said that the officials were like, because they knew, right? But so this guy was essentially always predicting these trends, right? And he's been saying real recently that he's predicting a 100% chance of nuclear war.
There you go. Well, I am too.
Yeah.
Me and that knucklehead are right there together.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I need to find the interview.
Because I've seen it, and so if he's seen it, great. If he hadn't, he's right on. I just can't tell you when.
I'll tell you when.
When the roll, what? You'll tell me when?
March 28th.
Oh my goodness gracious.
2028.
Lo, he's back predicting now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's a first on the Phee Smee Network, where we make predictions for handicapping sports.
What can I say?
But no, Mark's making handicappers on.
I pulled it out of the ether.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you never can tell. You liable to have been right on target.
Well, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I just zero thought. I just let the date come to me.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you this, that yesterday at Midday Madness, Obama's treason was in question, and last night, they was making a pretty good case for it, wasn't they?
Yeah, they was, and I'm surprised. I was honestly surprised when I saw that, just because I didn't think it'd be moving along this quick. That's the part that surprised me. It's anybody could have done the research and just paid attention, but I didn't think it'd be coming this quick.
You think when all hands are on deck, things tend to move pretty quick.
I guess so, man.
And by the way, all of the information on Hillary Clinton. When Hillary Clinton was running for president, I said, "What kind of mask is she wearing?" Now it comes out yesterday that she was involved in almost all of these, just basically lies and deception. But more importantly, that she's been strung out on that gum drugs.
Tranquilizers?
Tranquilizers for like 6 years.
Right, which I don't know what that means personally. What a tranquilizer is.
Well, a tranquilizer could be anywhere from Xanax to Valium.
Okay, because I was just thinking a blow dart.
Yeah, you're thinking about a horse tranquilizer.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Amazing.
Sorry, I'm not a drugger, man.
Well, obviously,
you must be a drugger or something.
I'm not a big drugger. I've never done any of that.
No, I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing.
I stopped at talking to the lizards. That's all I've ever done is talk to the lizards. And that was back a long time ago, Mark. So, the United Nations, one of my most hated organizations, the one world government, the one world religion, what we're going to see in the future,
allegedly,
just came out with catastrophic climate change that over 59 earthquakes off the coast of Russia.
59 earthquakes off the coast of Russia?
59 earthquakes have been recorded, all of them over 0.5 and one at 0.7 into the ocean. So folks in Hawaii, folks in Alaska, folks in Japan, all under the old tsunami warning.
Like right now?
Yes.
Interesting.
The weather manipulation. So United Nations, again, using all of these earthquakes when it's just scriptural. I mean, the earth is pouring out for its creator, and it's going to continue to pour out.
Man, I don't know what's going on, but they're manipulating it.
Back in the saddle with the weather manipulation, I think that right now, in the last 2 weeks since those Texas floods, that about 30%, a third of Americans now are not only aware of weather manipulation, but they're proving it all the way back into the 70s in Vietnam.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's been going on for a long time. And the thing that's going to surprise people is the extent into which it's been going on. I think that's what's really going to surprise folks. And not only that, but, like people would say, like, well, in the end times, it talks about earthquakes in various places, right? Well, maybe the earthquakes are in these various unnatural places because they're done by humanity, perpetrated by weather manipulation, folks. I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows?
But I guarantee you, it's a strong possibility.
I'm just saying.
It's no longer that can't happen. I don't believe in that.
Right.
Now people are looking at it going, 59 earthquakes?
Yeah, that's odd.
That's an awful odd,
Yeah.
a lot of earthquakes.
Don't get me wrong. Now, sometimes I guess that stuff can just naturally happen. Sure.
But that is, again, the United Nations will manipulate the...
Even Warner von Braun got into how he believed on his deathbed that there'd be a lie about the climate.
Well, I think he was correct.
We'll get into a whole episode about that. Now, maybe not today, maybe sometime in the future, but...
Well, I can tell you that whatever Mark prepares, the monologue for his show before he comes on is fascinating and intriguing. And then when he pops in and gives you the information, yesterday he had the inserts of the Alex Jones show and Trump's interview, just phenomenal. We're going to continue doing those type of things.
Yeah.
But I was very impressed, and you've got such an audience already. All of his views are up on all of our different platforms. So you're going to find that Manly Mark's going to become bigger and bigger and bigger here on the Phee Smee Network. And he might sound crazy, but in the end, he's just as sane as can be.
I might be. I don't know.
Well, again,
The jury's not out.
the German and France are with Saudi Arabia trying to work on a two-state solution without the United States or Israel's participation. Again, starting what I will tell you will be a huge conflict between Europe and the United States. Remember, the Antichrist will take over all of the world except the United States, Israel, and Jordan. Those three countries will not be under the influence.
Interesting.
So that's the whole world.
So do you think this two-state solution then will be what splits America from Europe? So you're saying that America would be willing to split away from all of the rest of their allies over something like the two-state solution?
No, I think that they will by the time World War III starting. But I believe World War III will start before they sign a two-state solution. Something will happen.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
But if not, and they do sign it, then you've got the Sixth Trumpet War with World War III.
Right.
That's got to do all the, in my opinion, that's got to be the event that realigns all the countries.
Of course.
I don't see that happening without that event.
Sure.
But yes, the United Nations
I was just curious.
Right there in New York.
I was just curious.
In New York, they're in New York. They won't be in New York much longer.
Well,
so we'll see. How much longer is the key, Phee?
I don't know.
How much longer? Will it be a year? Will it be 2 years? Will it be 2 months?
Couldn't tell you.
I can't tell you either, but it looks like to me that the leaves will be changing in the fall. And so I just expect we're going to go through a time period now of kind of a holding pattern.
Okay.
And until we find out whether these, as the talks progress on the two-state solution, or the ceasefire ends in Iran.
Right, because they're liable to meet and talk about very little, and then schedule a meeting for in the fall, or how they do.
Or they're liable to plot, and then come out of the meeting and act like nothing happened. So whatever they say, you can't believe. No. There's a possibility of deception everywhere.
Of course.
So what's going on else in the world, Mark?
Oh, man, I don't know.
Well, Mike Johnson continues with his probe on Epstein.
Well, I'm just be interested to see if anything comes with that.
Well, you hang out with a bunch of folks that are in that camp of nothing ever happens.
Well, I mean, I'll be genuinely surprised if it does.
Well, on this Obama thing, I think Trump has the power to make it awful rough on Hillary and Obama.
Well, we'll find out. I mean, it sure sounds serious. So that's what's interesting.
Sometimes you throw politics out the window for a good old street fight.
Yeah.
And when you come after somebody like President Trump and lose,
right,
it's kind of like the Wagner Group coming after Putin and losing.
I know it.
Things don't tend to work out for them too long after that, does it?
No, it never does.
They cease breathing pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
So Well, all across the country now, you've got a heat wave.
A heat wave, okay.
You're talking about
Heat wave.
Heat wave, 102. But what was in the news that I thought was very, very interesting is that day before yesterday was the second shortest recorded day in the history of the world.
Okay, what's that mean?
That June 5th of 2024 was the fastest day. Now, July 23rd of 2024 was the second shortest day. It was 1.38 milliseconds shorter than normal.
Interesting.
Which goes back to my Lord's speeding up time, which was really the fourth trumpet, combined with my Lord's speeding up time and the Berlin Wall coming down.
Interesting.
So when the Bible says that God's going to shorten the days in the end, He's not talking about the number of days. He's very specific on 1,260 days.
Sure.
42 months, 3.5 years, times and a half. All of them represent those 1,260 days. So it's not going to go from 1,260 days to 1,231 days.
Interesting.
But He is going to cut a third of the day and a third of the night.
Interesting.
And that's how He will shorten the days.
Interesting.
So when they come up with saying that this was the shortest day in the recorded history, and then they tell you it's only 1.3 milliseconds.
I'm kind of like, well, that's not very much.
That's not what you were looking for, was it?
No.
It wasn't. Well, it was 3.5 seconds shorter.
Well,
than ever before.
I've heard stuff like that too, and it is interesting because it's like, why would the days be getting shorter? And would that necessarily indicate that we are aging faster, or because the example that I saw was people showing. I mean, I guess these were Australians from 17-year-old Australians from the 70s, right? They had long hair, big old mustaches, mutton chops. They looked like 35-year-old grown men, right? And teenagers back in the 60s and 70s looked like grown men compared to now. And now it could be stuff that could be the hormones in the water.
Same testosterone,
right? It could be the fact that we are more water conscious now. We all drink more water, so we age better. Or it could be that time,
relativity of time.
Yes.
In the dimension of time,
I don't
space.
I don't know, man.
I would tell you that in my studies over the last 3 years, that if you really want to compress and help your body not age, if you'll go down and spend about 7 months in the ocean down in one of those submarines, or one of those pods that they have, with the air pressure that's down there and with your environment, I'm telling you, you can reverse some aging. Now, I'm not talking about by years and years, but I'm telling you, you will certainly be refreshed better. Have better blood work, blood chemistry if you stay down there about 6 months, because these toxins and everything that we have in our body now from our environment, our food, everything ages us.
I believe that.
So you could eliminate a lot of those toxins. You could certainly, you definitely live longer and live a better life and look younger.
Well, we're all about looking fine and fresh on the Phee Smee Network here.
Well, Mark, you always look fine and fresh in that beautiful hat. I still haven't seen any other hat. He goes out and buys a case of hats and wears one for 2 weeks.
He's knocking my hat.
And I love the hat.
He hates it. He wants to take it off because he says, I judged him about the robes, so now he's judging me about the hat.
No, first of all, I like his hats, but I really like the curly hair too. And he's kind of a freak when it comes to his mustache. He twirls it like this. I think he's kind of a...
No, it's just a habit.
It's just a habit.
Sit and think.
That's an intellectual.
I don't know about that. I need to cut it off. I need to cut it off. But
that's a tail right there.
I need to definitely trim, but my wife don't want me to shave my mustache. I'd almost rather just shave it all off.
I have seen Mark clean shaven. You would not believe what the boy looks like. He looks like an absolute innocent little choir boy with a shaved face and a haircut.
I
You
don't know
put on
about
some
that.
Sunday school clothes where that boy could pass.
You say you're creeping me out, man.
He could pass for a preacher's
You're asking,
boy.
are you the guy you're the weirdo that's asking my mom to take me to the back of the church?
Oh,
What you're describing,
I don't know. I mean, to me, that was a little far on the other side of the line.
just say, wow,
I
a
thought-
little choir boy over
All I
here.
said was a clean shaven.
Little choir
looks
boy.
like a little choir boy.
I'm
Next
just
thing I
saying.
know, your mama's taking you back in the back of the church.
No, you're asking my mama.
Oh, so well, I mean, she's a good-looking lady.
No, you're asking my mama to take me in the back.
Oh.
I'm just saying. That's just how those stories go.
Okay, well, again, I certainly did not mean anything.
I'm just
negative
teasing.
about
I'm
that.
just teasing.
But
I'm just teasing the Phee Smee.
Wherever the conversation goes, we do not know because we don't know where his mind attaches to reality. So,
I know where it attaches to reality.
but the reality of the situation with this United Nations and this this climate change is they are misleading the public because my Lord's going to set up a 1,000-year kingdom on this earth. So for them to be talking about, we're destroying the earth, no, we're not.
Well, they're destroying the earth because they're anti-human, man.
Well, they're trying
The
to
whole
manipulate.
the whole carbon, net zero carbon, right?
Yes.
Think about net zero carbon.
Not going to happen.
Well, not going to happen. Number one, because like you said, Jesus is going to set up his kingdom. But their goal, net zero carbon. What does that mean? Well, I produce carbon, and
That's
they
right.
want net zero carbon. It's an anti-human agenda. It's anti-humanity.
You breathe in oxygen, you breathe out carbon.
Dioxide.
And what are they trying to cut out?
Carbon dioxide. And not only that, but I don't know too much about plants, but I feel like I've read somewhere that they'll have greenhouses where they'll pump in extra CO2 in it, and it'll
Really help. the
really
plants.
help and grow the plants a whole lot larger.
Yes.
And it's like, maybe we don't have megafauna anymore because our atmosphere is a whole lot less CO2 rich. But then the trade-off is, well, we don't want that much CO2. Well, if you got gigantic, enormous plants, how much oxygen are you having then? Okay, well, probably a whole lot. Maybe the key to these people living all these hundreds of years in the Bible was that they lived in a much more oxygen-rich environment.
That's what we've talked about on terminally ill.
I don't know.
With your oxygenated, high and rich and those oxygen.
And maybe the
chambers.
waters above protected them from the harmful UV rays.
Man, boy, I tell you what.
I
now,
don't know.
You are speaking a lot of truth there that might sound wild, but that is reality.
I
right
don't
there.
know, man.
I mean, if you can breathe better, pure oxygen and sleep in oxygen chambers, it's just proven what it does to regenerate that blood.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what you're saying with the plants, I can see exactly how that would help.
Sure,
And so,
sure.
certainly over a period of time.
Yeah, but the point
The
being,
luscious, beautiful green plants.
yes. I mean, they used to. I don't know. I wish I had some pictures, but sometimes you see these giant fossil mountains, right?
Yep.
And if you look at it a certain way, you could it almost kind of looks like a giant tree stump. I don't know if you ever noticed that kind of thing. I don't know. I'll show you some pictures later, but
I'm more of the kind of guy who looks at the hocus pocus and hocus pocus and tries to pick the 7 differences out in the cartoon.
Sure.
Rectangle. So
Well, I mean, I like doing that.
I can do that a whole lot better than I can find the CO2 in the pictures of the plants.
No, it's some of these things that they call mountains are just giant petrified stumps. That's the idea. Because there used to be gigantic megafauna all over the world.
Have you ever been to the petrified forest?
No, have not.
Waste of time.
Okay, why?
Well, I mean, I was just, a boy, and you can only walk around and see so much, petrified wood before it gets real boring.
Oh, sure.
So, I mean, 30 minutes, an hour of that's really cool, but 3 hours of it, and I'm pulling my hair out.
I can see that. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to going to the dentist more than seeing the painted desert and the petrified forest. I mean, we went out to so excited. I was just a young kid, so I was just so excited to see a painted desert.
Okay.
And boy, I tell you what, it's not near as it's kind of like seeing Rock City when I was a little kid. We would be going to Florida and on every barn on Interstate 40 from Memphis to Georgia, it would say Sea Rock City, and of course, everybody you see it for 50 times in 4 hours, and then you get to Rock City, and it's just a little house out there with a bunch of rocks.
Yeah.
And they're selling rocks. But I mean, I guess they said to every farmer, look, we'll paint your barn if you'll allow us to write Sea Rock City on the.
That's cool.
Because that's probably all they had to do is paint the barn. Because I bet you there were 70 barns that said Sea Rock City.
But the thing is, I love those little rock stores.
Well, I know.
I love looking at the little rocks.
I went out. I was doing some business out in San Francisco and Oakland back in the late '80s, and I went out there and saw the Stones in concert. And, Golden State play Houston on the opening night of the
sports
NBA
ball
season. But they're big in Oakland on these crystals,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't know that. See, I knew that Hot Springs and Eureka Springs, Arkansas, were big in the crystals.
Yeah.
Because I'd been there several times.
Sure.
But I did not know out west in California that was a big deal. But it's huge.
I believe it.
In the '80s or almost 1990, it was a huge market.
Sure.
For those crystals and
Interesting.
rocks.
Okay.
But you can only see so many rocks. Now Knucklehead Joe, I mean, he's got a thing for turtles and stuff. So he can spend no matter what turtle he sees or tortoise he sees, he'll go over there. He'll pick it up. He'll look at it, and every time it does, I'm thinking, I bet he likes rocks because he's the kind of guy just pick up a different shaped rock, and look at it.
Yeah, I love doing that.
Then, and of course, you're the kind of guy to me, I think, that would like pick up a rock, see how many times you could skip it across.
Oh
the
yeah,
water.
but I like just walking around creek beds looking for rocks. It's fun.
Well, I mean,
Just looking for cool rocks.
Well, some people love to walk on the beach and pick up seashells.
Oh well, that's fun too.
So that I guess you would say that some people like to do on a hiking trail or something, and find some rocks that they like. Or different,
Joe just likes finding turtles.
Yeah, well, Joe is a turtle freak, man. I mean, he went out.
That's funny.
He bought him a tortoise. He showed me a picture of that tortoise when it's grown. That rascal's big as a it's a little igloo.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait till that thing's big.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Well, it's gonna outlive him. That's what's so cool.
Right, Joe's will be raptured right out. So the tortoise might not be. So Mr. Tortoise will be rascaling around. But no, I don't think Joe will ever see that tortoise when Joe's 81.
Oh, that's funny. So
Can't you see Joe at 81 with that tortoise?
Yeah.
Well, that tortoise Joe be riding on him like a wheelchair.
I don't know, man. Yeah, it'd be funny. I guess that turtle would have to survive the tribulation by himself.
I love that boy. I mean, he sent me a picture of him building the turtle's house.
Okay.
he had the house. He's building the turtle.
Well, turtle needs a good house.
Oh my goodness gracious! I mean, the turtle's about the size of, a foot long and probably weighs 10 pounds or less. And he's got a 6x8 shed built for him.
Hey, even better. That's funny.
So anyway, if you're if you want to buy a tortoise, we'll give you the phone number of somebody that can.
Yeah, Joe will hook you up with the tortoise.
Hook you up with, and if you like, you want any ferrets or fish, those are all kinds of animals that when people say I have my pet turtle or my pet fish or my pet ferret, I tend to go the other way.
Yeah.
They're the kind of guys that keep lab mice in their house,
Yeah.
just as pets.
Yeah.
See how many will multiply in 3 months.
No thanks. That's nasty.
Yeah, my roommate did that in college for me. And he went and bought 2 mice and without me knowing it, put them in my closet. And then 3 months later, I had 80 mice in my room.
Hey, that's okay. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was. They were white mice, and of course, I eliminated them real quick.
Well, yeah.
So
I would have befriended some of them.
You would have, but I did not. And he thought it was a funny prank.
Yeah. I mean, I've been at war with my own mice population before, but
You have.
yeah.
Did you win?
No, I was overtaken.
Overtaken.
I was overtaken. Well, it started out with a peaceful truce in the rice room
Okay.
where I stored my rice and beans. Okay.
Okay.
It was a peaceful agreement that I would dump out a small pile every few weeks for the mice to consume. Because, at first it was just, I'm going to kill any mice that comes in here, but just couldn't, just an endless supply of mice.
Okay.
And so I said, okay, fine, compromise. We had an agreement. It was sealed, compact. Contract, whatever. I left the pile, and for a few months it was peaceful. I'd fulfill my duty, fill up the little pile every once in a while, but then I noticed I started finding rice in my boots, right? Like my boots that I put on for work in the mornings. Like I'd have rice in my boots and be like, I didn't put rice in my boots. What's going on here? Happened for a few days, and then it kind of stopped. Nothing else happened. So I thought, okay, whatever. Kept on filling the rice, a little pile every once in a while. And then one morning or one night, like at nighttime, I would get home from work and I would just keep my boots on until bedtime, just because, I don't know, I just didn't think to take them off. Okay, took off my boots, went to bed, woke up the next morning, put my boot on, dead mouse in there. Bum, bum, bum. I thought, what in the world? How did this thing get in here? Number two, how's he dead? What? And after that point, they all just kind of went crazy. It's like it didn't matter how much rice I put in. They started scurrying past my head at nighttime. They would like run over my feet while I'm sitting there trying to play my bass guitar. You know what I'm saying? And then so it went to full-scale war. And I committed what I thought to be a genocide. But it turned out to only further empower the mice. And so
they sent reinforcements.
They sent reinforcements. And so thankfully I got married, and so I had a lifeline evac out. And so it was kind of...
You left the mice and the rice and beans, and they won.
Well, I didn't ever...
And you decided you'd get married and move rather than fight them.
I turned my back, and I've just turned my back on that chapter in my life. And every little noise I hear in the night, I figured that they found me. But
wow, well, from the scurry over your head and over your feet.
I'm serious. That whole thing's true.
I believe it. No, there was nothing. At no time did I think you were exaggerating or lying in that story. I could see in your eyes you were dead telling the truth.
Oh well, I'm just saying, man.
So were they white mice or were they brown mice or
gray?
Field mice?
Gray. They were field mice.
Field
mice. Yeah. Well, it didn't help that my house was stationed in the middle of a field.
Right.
And so
therefore they were field mice.
They were field mice. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They were field mice, an endless supply of field mice. And I lived right next to a graveyard, and so like literally like a rock's throw, to just a graveyard, and no fence, nothing. And so like sometimes my dogs would drag off the little flowers. People would leave, and I'd think, quit that. But it kind of spooked me out. I just didn't like it. Because this isn't going to turn into spooky story time, but.
No, but you lived a rock's throw from the graveyard, and your dogs would go and steal the flowers off the
but what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
The mice.
What are you going to do? I'd play.
In the rice and beans.
I waged war.
How many would you say you killed?
Hundreds.
Hundreds?
Yeah.
How many was left when you left, when they ran you out and evicted you?
Thousands.
I
mean, I don't have a number, but man, they just never ending stream, and just all night, just hear.
I think the whole key to this story is that Mark's got such a good heart and so loving and kind that he actually poured out and compromised to give the field mice, a little rice and little beans. And what they did is they took advantage of that. They would then start taking the rice, going into his boots at night, eating the mice, eating the rice. And then what I figure happened was he got up and put his boots on and killed the mouse, is what I'm guessing. Not that the mouse was already dead in his boots.
I don't know,
man. That would wake you up if you woke up in the morning and put your feet on the floor, put your boots on, and there was a dead mouse in it. Then I guess the only thing that would be worse than that is a live mouse.
Yeah, which I have. I mean, plenty of those, man, just all the time.
In your shoes?
Not in my shoes, but just they'll run over my shoes or my feet while I'm sitting there on the couch, or I mean, I tell you, just all over the place, man. They owned that place.
Well, I can tell you that the water, I had a water leak here at the house, and I never had any problem with any mice. But since that water leak, I had one last summer. Well, there were several mice, and I thought they were coming in from the fireplace, but I think they were coming in through washer and dryer van.
They'll just, once they come, man, they just
Endless supply.
endless supply.
But I've only had problems with mice once. But I tell you what, there's a whole lot of people out there. They don't like flies. They don't like roaches. They don't like ants. They don't like mice. I mean, if it's in their house, they don't tend to like to share it with them.
No.
So you're a different kind of cat.
Well, I mean, that wasn't just I mean, I wouldn't tell you if I had a mouse in my house where I live now, but that was just something completely different. That was just a.
I was playing the guitar with them running over your feet dancing.
Well, I don't know, man. That was just something completely different.
Well, it's one of the most intriguing stories I've heard in a while.
Oh, well. I'm here to entertain.
Yes, you are. And some of those stories, I can't wait for your where you showed it to today at night.
We'll see what I'm going to talk about.
I bet it'll be good anyway.
We'll find out.
The monologue portion of it is my favorite right now.
Well, it only takes 30 seconds.
The set is phenomenal.
Oh, I love the set. Yeah, I need to extend the monologues, make them a little longer. Right now they're kind of short.
Well, that takes some time.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I've got you working on so many different projects, and it's fixing to get worse because I'm going to start be gone some. So
Yeah.
you're going to be doing a little double time.
Oh, great.
I got him a key made to the house, ladies and gentlemen. So now, if anything is ever missing at my house, it will either be me or Mark that has stolen it. So.
Well, it'll probably just be kitchen utensils that I'll steal.
Well, it doesn't make any difference. I don't care what he takes as long as I'm not using it. So his butter, that is a tremendous, by the way, butter slicer.
I know it. I saw it and I couldn't not take it. I could not have it.
Well, if there's anything else that you really want, you just ask, and you'll be able to receive.
You would have never known about that butter slicer.
No, I would not have. There is a whole drawer out in the garage that has some very nice utensils in it, and I bet it's been out there for 2 years.
Well, I just wanted the butter slicer.
Well, you got an apple slicer out there.
Well, I don't care about apples.
You got all kinds of crazy.
I don't care about any. I got the only thing I need.
You got the only thing you need, and it's probably if you went to a store like Bed Bath and Beyond, or one of those kitchen type stores. Sure. I bet you could pick that up for a good $4 or $5.
Well, but the thing is, this thing cuts a whole stick of butter perfectly into just the perfect slices. You cannot beat it. You pull out a cold stick of butter, you just push it down on it.
Where do you buy your butter, by the way? Because it's
Walmart.
Butter.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we get it from Walmart, but we get 100% butter.
Isn't it really expensive?
$4 or $5 a box.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but we get two. We go through 2 boxes a week or something. I don't know.
You're spending $10 a week on
Yeah,
butter.
we go through 4 gallons of milk a week too.
You drink a lot of milk?
Yeah, it's me. It's me.
It is?
Well, yeah, I don't know why, but lately, I just haven't had I usually don't eat breakfast or lunch, and so when I get home at night, with dinner, after dinner, before dinner, just through the evening, I'll just have glasses of milk. Just I guess probably to compensate for the calories I'm not intaking during the day, if that makes sense. But I just love milk. Love milk. Love it.
I can tell you I did not drink a lot of milk growing up, but when I got sick, for some reason, I craved a couple of things.
Yeah.
And one of them was the taste of milk.
Okay.
And I never, I didn't drink a gallon of milk a day.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't drink a half gallon of milk a day. I drank a glass or 2 glasses. I always liked milk. I mean, but you put a Mountain Dew or milk, I'm drinking the Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
When I was growing up.
Milk.
But when I got sick, the milk, I'd drink a gallon of milk a day.
It's interesting.
And also I could eat, I never ate cottage cheese before in my life.
I like cottage cheese.
And all of a sudden I got sick, and my kids would tell you, that I would eat nothing but a plate of watermelon with cottage cheese. I couldn't eat anything else.
I won't go that far.
But the watermelon and cottage cheese and the milk, for some reason, it tasted good to me, and I could actually digest it and really craved it. So, and I don't. But milk, it's surprising you go through 4 gallons of milk a week.
Well, I mean,
it ain't but 7 days, baby, in a week.
Well, and it's funny because I really hadn't been paying attention to it, and we buy groceries on Sunday, and it was Sunday night, and I was already like finishing up a gallon, and I was thinking, oh no, it's not even Monday. So I better hide, So I just went and shoved it somewhere. But I thought, oh man, I can't. I can't help it. Love that milk. Good for you.
Yes. Yeah, there's nothing
Good for
wrong.
you.
Is it goat milk?
No,
milk?
it's just cow's milk now.
And it's whole milk or
whole milk,
2%
whole
or-
milk.
That's smart.
Yeah, we don't get that
Don't
1%,
get that
2%, or
don't get
skim.
That dadgum,
No, we get the
milk.
whole milk,
Yeah,
baby. Whole milk.
There you go.
We're a whole milk family. That wife brings in a blue gallon. I'm like your daddy. I'm asking, hey, did you bring 2% into my house? Hey, Sharon, come here. She thinks she can bring 2% of baby. This is a whole milk family. Come on now, turn around. Go on out here. Get on.
Get that out of my house. You gonna try to bring some Crest
Yeah,
toothpaste in
come
my
on.
house?
That's funny.
Don't be bringing no 6-pack of Pepsi.
Not to poke fun at your
Oh
father.
yeah, you can make fun of my father.
But I mean,
My father, he passed away in July too. So he passed away on July the 20th, and my daughter was born on July 20th.
you sound like the way you describe it. He wouldn't. I don't think he'd find that funny.
Oh no. Matter of fact, I don't think my mother would have ever brought 2% milk in the house.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean, or Pepsi, or Crest, or a lot of other things. I mean, I'm telling you, the man could eat. He would eat spoiled meat that was 3 days old, that expired, and he just ate it. And my mother was always on him. Billy, you're gonna just be so sick. We ain't wasting this food. I mean, he grew up starving.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, it makes sense though.
he wasn't throwing no food out.
Yeah.
And he was very unhappy if the expiration date. I'd be feeding it to my dogs, but they got a little bit different intestinal fortitude than humans.
I understand. Do. But I like that milk, man. And once we start doing some affiliate marketing and such, I'm gonna get myself a milk goat, and then just have my own milk.
Good.
Now, if I could get a little
do you
mini,
like goat milk better than cow's milk?
Well, I know it's probably healthier. Goat milk is probably easier on digestion. But as far as taste, I know that cow milk probably tastes better because I've had goat milk in the past, and it takes a bit to get used to. But in my experience, when we've went a few months on goat milk, after the first week or two, having a glass of goat milk just tastes like any other. That kind of different taste kind of just subsides, and it just tastes like any other glass of milk to you. And so...
Of course, you got used to the
Yeah,
taste.
yeah, and so I either want to get a little mini dairy cow or a goat because I just want my own raw milk, or my own raw butter, or my own raw cheese.
You notice that, of course, in Europe they don't have as much land, so they eat a lot of lamb and
I
a
love
lot of
lamb.
goat.
Lamb is good.
In biblical days, they would eat a lot of goat. But the United States, we don't eat goat.
No, we don't eat a lot of goat. I've had goat and it's good.
I've had goat too. It's a little tougher than
Yeah.
But I don't
Dislike it. No.
That's the way you cook it. Pretty much anything else.
And I really like my lamb is my favorite kind of meat to eat.
You told me that before, and I've told you my experience with lamb. I just haven't had a good experiences where it's any better than pork.
No, sure.
To me, and it costs 3 times more.
Yeah, I just like the slight, subtle lamby taste it has, and so I can't sit here and say, oh, if I cooked you lamb, you'd love it. I just cook it like
the lamb chops that you talk about and the lamb that you eat sounds very, very good.
It was good. Well, I was just
it was a little chewy to me.
Yeah, I was farm raised.
So,
or I say farm raised, just it was like.
I don't know where mine was, but it was a Tavern on the Greens in New York City, and it was dadgum way too expensive, and it was a beautiful presentation of a rack of lamb, and it had the rosemary and mint.
Interesting.
And I couldn't wait to taste it. It was very, very
disappointing.
Disappointing.
Lackluster.
Lackluster. I was way disappointed. I guess my expectations were too high. Have you ever, anticipated something so much and it not live up to the expectations?
That's probably been my whole life. No, I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing.
Well, you got lucky with a beautiful wife, and God's blessed you with some great kids. So, even as bad as you are, Mark, you're still a first-class dude.
Well, I don't know about that.
He drinks goat milk, and
I'll stick you in the back if you let me.
Yeah, he will.
Turn around.
He steals butter utensils too.
Yeah, don't hide your butter. If you got a butter slicer, you watch out. I'm coming for it.
And don't think he won't drink a gallon of milk a day.
Well, I could.
You know, I've got a boy that's never had milk. He just no chocolate milk, no white milk, no cereal in the milk. So,
Interesting. Why?
I don't know. I've got strange kids when it comes to stuff. One boy that just never liked gum or never chewed any gum, never put a sucker in his mouth.
Interesting.
Or hard candy. Now, he likes candy bars, you know, like a Hershey's or Reese's.
Yeah.
But
I prefer candy bars over candy.
He wasn't. You ain't gonna give him a Jolly Rancher or a Sweet Tart.
Sure.
Or
Weird.
here's a Wrigley Spearmint gum.
Weird.
And see, I chewed gum and hard candy all my life.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't have any teeth.
Well, you got a mouthful of teeth over there.
I don't have any teeth on the back. Just it's all full. It's only 3 teeth in front, 3 teeth on the top. Everything else is gone. So when I try to eat, I gum it. We've talked about that before.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dad gum it.
Dad gum it. And so
I'm sure the viewers just love it.
Grandpappy Phee gum it at some point.
It's kind of a mouthful.
It is a mouthful. It's a
And
mouthful of teeth.
I don't know if you can get gum that whole mouthful. Sicko. Look at that sicko.
That's pretty good out there, see?
Oh, well, Phee, what's going on? Weird face you're making. Do that again.
I'm gumming it. I don't have any teeth. I'm gumming it.
Yeah.
It look like I'm 80.
Didn't you have basketball practice last night?
No, I had basketball practice Tuesday night. I have basketball practice again Saturday morning and Sunday. I normally have it on Friday, but I'm going to be gone.
Oh, you need to start getting some footage from that so we can start incorporating into the coaching theology.
Yes, we are.
But I guess we just need to get a guy who's willing to go and film it.
We've got a guy that can do that, and
which if I just leave my family, I could
not,
be that guy.
No, you're not.
I wouldn't have a family obligation.
I'm already taking you away from your family enough, so you don't need to be at my sports ball practices.
Yeah, I would hate that.
But no, I've got a lot of
no offense.
a lot of students that's families. They go on vacation. And so I've had 3 of my students have gone on 2 vacations. This week, I have a family that has 3 students of mine, and they've gone on vacation. And then I've got one of my other students. He's gone. Him and his mother and I think a friend or an aunt or something has gone to Branson.
Sure, Branson.
So we've got folks going all over. I've got 2 students from over in Oklahoma, and they're going to the Great Lakes. Which
that'd be cool.
You know, when you say you're going to Michigan for vacation and you live in the South, that's unusual for a lot of people.
That is weird.
So, but they're the type folks who they go out to Colorado, or they go out.
I
to
think
Wyoming,
that'd be fun.
They go out to Montana.
Yeah.
Not everybody spends the summer vacation on the beach. But to say to me, we're going to Michigan to the Great Lakes, I thought that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I want to do something like that.
So because those Great Lakes are. Let me just tell you something. They're great.
Yeah.
They ain't no little big lakes.
No.
I'm not talking about Horseshoe.
No, it reminds me of what is that song by Gordon Lightfoot?
Well, you'll have to come up with the song.
Well, you know who Gordon Lightfoot is, don't you? The Edmund Fitzgerald?
I've heard the names, but you see.
The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
If you sang it, just give me a verse, and I'd say,
I
I heard it.
Well, hold on. Where's my telephone? You know, once you hear this first line, the wreck, it's about the Great Lake.
I just, the titles, and that's like somebody
You
saying
think
to me, who's the drummer of such and such? I mean,
well,
I
we're
don't know
we're talking about this guy who was around when you were young.
I would probably hear the song, but I wouldn't know the lead singer.
Well, here you go, Gordon Lightfoot, dude.
All right, let's hear it.
You know.
I've heard it.
You silly fool.
The legend lives on from the Chippewa.
Okay, I've heard it many times.
And we don't want. I'm telling you, you talking about the Great Lakes. That's what I had playing in my head, and so I was just disappointed that you couldn't enjoy that.
Well, they'd probably get us banned in Russia for the copyright.
Well,
law,
I don't think we did it for long enough. It was
I almost told you to turn it off after 4 seconds because we don't want to go past 7.
Well, I mean, if we're getting strikes on TikTok for misinformation, say me, Midday Madness, Manly Mark.
I stand behind my man, Midday Madness with Manly Mark. I will support him all the way through these platforms as we continue to get censored.
Well, but what's crazy is that
banned in countries.
What's crazy though is that they gave me a warning for misinformation, talking I guess about the RussiaGate, right before Tulsi Gabbard comes out and says, "Hey, we're want to indict all these people," and it's like, "What?"
Well, not right before. You had her for about 5 hours.
Well, okay, well, sure,
I mean,
but
so maybe that's why
just
after
silly.
she did that.
Just silly.
Why TikTok allowed us to start streaming
yeah,
again
Tic
live.
Tac, yeah.
See, they did do that, didn't they?
I guess so.
Mark came in. He said, "Oh, I'm sorry, Phee. They've taken us off TikTok for the warning." And then he comes back after Gabby is on there, and then he says, "Well, we're back on TikTok. I don't know what happened there."
Yeah, I don't know anything. I don't know about TikTok.
So anyway, we increased our subscribers on YouTube by a big whopping 4.
Well, it continues to grow, and part of me is just like, well, who's out there? Who's out there subscribing?
Well, these views are. It's interesting to me. I'm still trying to figure out how certain podcasts get 3 times the views of others.
I don't know. Maybe
is
it
the title?
Yeah, the title, the thumbnail, the location on the page, the algorithm, the interest in the viewers,
the exposure of the what they're being able to stream.
Yeah, the interest of the viewers, I suppose.
I mean, they've got to be able to scroll and see it, because nobody's going to our nobody knows us well enough to actually go to our
right.
To say, oh yeah, so they've got to see us and then stop and listen and be intrigued enough to. We're gonna figure it out, but these algorithms on some of these platforms, I just don't think we ever show up anywhere.
No, and we just once we get things kind of the ball rolling a little more, we'll just have someone whose entire duty and job is
nothing but just keep throwing out the algorithms,
but keep
manipulating them. Isn't that what people do?
Yeah, but be responding and replying and posting on all these social medias. Like, it could be a full-time job.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
And if you do it right,
it can grow your page a lot.
Really grow it. Really grow it.
You just bring people into your atmosphere.
And I called a gentleman yesterday and wanted to interview him, and I have not done so yet. But he is supposed to be that type of social media
wow!
guru.
See, wouldn't that be wild if we could get that?
Well, there's a whole lot of things we know what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Before this is over with, we're going to have this place rocking and rolling, expanding, adding on.
Yeah.
But right now.
Well, yeah, and then at that point, you don't have to worry about my hat because I'll just have a cool little suit on.
You actually want to wear suits?
I would. Yeah, I would. What was those suits? What's that? There's a certain type of suit.
Leisure suits for you.
No, not leisure. It's it's a very specific word. It's made out of wool, essentially.
Made out of wool.
Yeah, those wool plaid suits. You know what I'm talking about? I can't think of the word. It's a very tweed suit. I want a tweed suit. Okay, just think about my set. Imagine me in a cool olive green tweed suit, maybe a little brown fedora.
Yes, and can we get you take your contacts out and get you some real intellectually looking glasses?
We can, yeah.
Rims,
we can, yeah.
And then maybe put a book in your hand.
We can. It'd be fun.
Yeah. So,
be fun.
But yeah, the Cheers pub.
Well, when I created
the wood.
When I created that, what I did was, it be 1940s inspired. So I had it created.
I really love.
Well, but that was the music. But even the image of the bar, the pub scene was, I typed in 1940s inspired pub. Because I wanted I like the vintage look.
Yes.
And so that's what I went for.
It reminded me of a Cheers type of bar.
Never watched Cheers. I'm more of a Frasier guy.
I know. Frasier was on Cheers. That's why he's a spinoff of Cheers. But that's okay. But no, it's not because of I like the mahogany, the wood look of a bar. But I like.
Not that we condone sinning. We don't condone sinning. Just because Manly Mark's sitting at Uncle Pat's pub.
What's that got to do with sinning?
Well, what if old Terry stops in and has a cold one
at
lunch?
I don't care.
I'm just saying.
If he goes in there and has 6 cold ones, then that.
Well, I want to get to where I can edit that image to have people walking around in the background.
Yes, I can only imagine that you will have fake pieces. We talked about AI companions last night on Night with Phee. I can just see you putting, fake patrons of the bar.
Yeah, I want it kind of smoky. Why? Because it's
smoking and. Yeah.
That's not the It would just add life to the scene.
Yes.
That's the point.
It would be more as if it was more real life.
Yeah, and then be the
interacting. People walking by and say, "What's up, Manly?"
Yeah, or what's up? Or sometime I want to be able to like, hey, Terry, come on into another cup. Come on, and have you walk in and not show your face and pour me a cup and be like, okay, thanks, Terry. Anyways, where was I? I don't know.
That's pretty cool.
That'd be fun. It'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just, hey, it's your show. You just continue to do what you want to do with it.
But, you know,
be as creative as you want to be with
I
it.
spend too much time thinking about the aesthetics as opposed to the content. That's my problem.
Well, I don't believe that. I think you're very well versed in so many different issues that you almost want to be too prepared because you don't want to make any mistakes. Kind of like I was on the first Kingdom time.
Right, and I don't want to make mistakes because I want to actually be informative, and I want to sway people's minds to actually accept new ideas and new thoughts and opinions about, I don't know, whatever topic, whether that be Operation Paperclip, you know, or the Obama getting accused of treason, or anything else. It's I don't know. I don't care if people think I'm smart or they think I'm crazy. I just want you to be like, you know, I see this pattern, or, you know, I don't necessarily agree with that, but it's interesting. You know, that's kind of what I'm going for. But I don't know.
I think you, whatever pops into your mind, you can express, and then that doesn't actually mean that that's your belief system.
No,
it just means that you actually contemplated it.
Yeah, I just follow I just follow thoughts to their conclusions. You know, I could sit here and think about being a toad and describe the experience of what I'm thinking, but that doesn't mean I have any desire to be a toad, or that doesn't mean I believe I'm a toad. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Just
Well, if you want to go and ride Mr. Toad's adventurous ride down in Disney World, you can do it. But I don't believe that you actually have considered or contemplated being a toad.
no, I just made that example up.
But you remember this, ladies and gentlemen, you never want to go frog hunting in a snake pit.
No, you don't.
And
I don't know why he's saying that, but you don't.
That wise man's statement.
Okay. Where'd you hear that?
Have anything else to us? Add
No,
today?
no. I just Jerry's out there listening. God bless you, Jerry. Jessica, God bless you, Jessica. I just like to call out our regular listeners, just because. I mean, we're thankful for them. And
Well, we have two top fans, and Jerry and Jessica are the two top
Jerry and
fans.
Jessica,
They're
yeah.
the only ones that have been awarded the top fan badge.
Yeah. So if you guys are tuning in today, thank you, and everyone else who listens, thank you as always. And tune in, I guess, today at noontime to catch the latest Midday Madness with Manly Mark, and then again tonight at 9 for Night with Phee. What's the topic on tonight's Phee? Night with Phee.
We're going to do one or two. I haven't decided
Okay,
yet.
sure,
But
sure.
I normally decide between 6 p.m. and about 8.
Okay, I see. So yeah,
Because that's when I study that portion.
Sure. So maybe I shouldn't have asked.
No, that's okay. I've got it narrowed down to 2.
Because I couldn't. If you asked me, I'd be like,
last night it was. It is an obligation of the forgiven to forgive.
Interesting.
You must have a forgiving heart.
Okay.
And yesterday was very emotional for me last night because it was the 3rd year anniversary of the first time my Lord spoke to me after I was diagnosed hungry.
Interesting. Okay.
So tune in tonight last night, and tune in again tonight at 9 p.m. Central Standard
We
Time.
got a question real quick from Jessica. Thanks for tuning in, Jessica, as always.
I was given this golf shirt by my youngest daughter and her husband for Father's Day. It is a picture of them. The girl is my daughter, my youngest daughter, and that is her wonderful husband on there also.
Yeah, I can see it.
When you start getting gifts for Father's Day with other people's pictures on it, I think it's important to wear it.
Oh, naturally. And Jessica also says last night was good. Apparently it was, Jessica. I missed out because I was not paying attention.
Well, Mark has duties at home. When he gets home, I do not expect him to continue to be plugged into the Phee Smee network unless I call him and say I'm having technical problems.
Well, as time goes on, I probably will be a little more plugged in, you know, when we'll figure out remote, computer, this, that, whatever, you know.
Right. We'll do the best we can to continue to grow the network, grow the time. We're going to invest the time and energy. We're going to bring the effort. And Mark is here for the long haul, and Phee Smee, the captain of the ship, the nickel and dimer, the two-line rhymer, will be with you until
Jesus comes back.
Amen. There you go, baby.
I want to say till he dies.
That's what I figured you was going to say. God bless you guys. Thank you for tuning into the Phee Smee Show with Manly Mark. Tune into all of our podcasts today. God bless you.
Yeah. See you next time, guys. Thank you.